everyone, welcome to Royal Palace online classes. Today let us start a new chapter, motion in a straight line. See, we have finished vectors successfully, then we are starting motion in a straight line. First you should know the difference between rest and motion. Rest and motion. And various terms what you are going to learn in this motion in a straight line. So, rest, what is the meaning of rest is, suppose there is a body, assume there is a body A, if the position of that body is fixed with respect to a fixed point, if the position of that body is not changing with respect to time, suppose if time increased at 9 o'clock, if I see this body is present at a distance of 10 meters from my point of observation. If a body remains at same point with respect to a fixed point and with respect to time, if the position of body is not changing with respect to fixed point and time, then we can tell that body is at rest. And if the position of a body changes with respect to a fixed point, then we can tell that that body is in motion. So, difference between rest and motion is, here the position is fixed, position is not changed, as time progresses, position is not changed, and with respect in comparing with a fixed point, we will take a fixed point. From that, if you see the position of that body, if it is not changing with time, then we can tell that body is at rest. If the position of this body is changing, at 9 o'clock it is here, after 10 minutes it reaches here. The position is changing, initially this was the position, now this is the position. If the position is changing with respect to time and with respect to a fixed point, then we can tell that body is in motion. So, when body starts motion, it describes the distance. It will travel some distances, and distance. What is the meaning of distance is, it is the path followed by the body. Suppose initially the body is present here, it is moving like this from A to B. The original path followed by the body during its motion is called distance. So, when body starts moving, you will get several terms you have to learn. What is distance and what is displacement, speed, velocity and acceleration. The actual path followed by the body is called distance during its motion. The actual path followed by the body during its motion is called distance. Suppose if a body is revolving in a circle, assume it is revolving in a circle, it starts at point A and completes one circle and again reaches to point A. The actual path followed is, if the radius of the circle is capital R, actual path followed will be 2 pi r. It has covered the circumference, that is the distance. Distance is actual path followed by the body during its motion, during its journey, and it is a scalar quantity. It will not have any direction, and the unit for measurement of distance is, in SI system, it is meter. It is measured in meters. And the next term what you have to study is displacement. The meaning of displacement you should know. The meaning of displacement is, it is the shortest distance between the 2 points. Suppose body as covering a path, let us take, it is at A, it reached B. To reach B, many paths are there. It can go like this, or it can go in a zigzag manner like this. Many paths are there to reach this B, but the shortest distance, the shortest path followed, or the line joining the shortest line joining initial position to final position is called displacement. The displacement is nothing but shortest distance between the 2 points. Just you have to see the position. You have to see the position and you have to just join it. Suppose if a body is revolving in a circle, if it is starting at a point A, it reaches exactly opposite point B while moving in the path, circular path. In circular path it completes. Once it completes, the circular path what it has travelled is nothing but distance. But the line joining initial point and final point, which is called as diameter will be the displacement. Diameter will be the displacement. Suppose if radius of the circle is r, distance is equal to pi r, because it has travelled half of the circle, distance is equal to pi r, displacement is equal to 2r. Distance is equal to pi r, displacement is equal to 2r. The shortest distance between any 2 points during its journey is called displacement, and displacement is a vector quantity. Displacement is a vector quantity, and it is also measured in meters. There are some differences between distance and displacement. While you are discussing, after understanding the definition, you should know the differences between distance and displacement. What actually distance and displacement are. See, first difference is distance is scalar, displacement is vector. It is a vector quantity. Displacement is vector. And distance can be equal to displacement. Distance, these points are very important. Distance can be equal to displacement. This condition is possible, because if the body travel in the shortest path, then distance is equal to displacement, whereas distance can be greater than, distance can also be greater than displacement. It can be greater than displacement, but distance cannot be less than displacement. Distance cannot be less than displacement. The condition is distance can be equal to displacement. That is possible when the body travels in a shortest path, and distance can be greater than displacement, but distance can never be less than displacement, because the definition of displacement itself is shortest path followed. We can have zero displacement with non-zero distance. We can have zero displacement with non-zero distance. Zero displacement with non-zero distance. That is possible. For that, example is, let us consider a body moving in a circular path. A body starts at point A and it completes one complete revolution and reaches point A, came back to the same point. If you see his position, initial position and final position are same. Therefore, we can tell that displacement is 0. Displacement will be 0, because initial position and final position are same. Then what about distance? Distance means he has already travelled. The path followed is a complete circle. So path followed will be 2 pi r. If it is radius is r, it is 2 pi r. It is distance. That means we can have zero displacement with non-zero distance, and we can't have zero distance with non-zero displacement. We cannot have zero distance with non-zero displacement. When displacement is there, definitely distance should be there, because displacement is there means position is changed. Once position is changed, the body has travelled some path. So this is the difference. We can have zero displacement with non-zero distance. One more example we can take. Let us consider a body is moving in a square path, is moving along the sides of a square. If the side length is 10 meters, body starts at one of the corner of the square and reaches exactly diagonally opposite corner by moving across the length of the square, sides of the square. So, this is the distance travelled. First it travels 10 meters and another 10 meters. So, total travel is 20 meters. It has travelled 20 meters. So, distance is equal to 20 meters. 20 meters. Now, what is the displacement? Initial position is here, this is the final position. The line joining initial position and final position is displacement. This is the displacement. So, displacement is diagonal. Displacement is equal to, by using Pythagoras theorem, we will get it as the root of 10 square plus 10 square. So, how much you will get? 10 root 2. 10 root 2. If a body travelling in a circular path, if it completes 2.5 revolutions, let us take a body is moving in a circular path of radius r, it completes 2.5 revolution. That means first it completes one revolution, again reaches the same point A, again it will complete one more revolution, it reaches the same point A again. Now afterwards it completes half revolution and reaches the opposite point B. Now what is the distance and displacement in this case? In this case what you can write? Distance is, it has covered one revolution 2 pi r, again it has covered one revolution 2 pi r, and afterwards it has covered half of the revolution pi r. So total is 5 pi r. But when you are calculating displacement, just you have to see initial point and final point. Initially it is at A, now it reached B, exactly opposite side. Then if you join initial point and final point, it is 2r. So displacement, this is distance, this part what you are getting is distance, whereas displacement is equal to pi r, sorry 2r. And this this example we can solve by using vector notation also. See, first the body is moving in this direction. First it is moving in this direction. How much it has covered? 10j. 10j it has covered along y axis. J is the vector representing along y axis. Afterwards it has covered 10i. Now what is the magnitude of this vector? Magnitude of this vector is 10 square plus 10 square, 10 square plus 10 square under root, that is 10 root 2, same you are getting. That is why I said displacement is a vector quantity. Suppose if a body, there is one question, a monkey travels 10 meters along north, then again travels 10 meters along south, afterwards it climbs a pole of 10 meters, then what is its displacement? So there is one question, question is a monkey travels 10 meters along north, again turns towards right, travels another 10 meters, then afterwards it climbs a pole. See, by using coordinate system we can easily solve this question. 10 meters along north, so this will be north, so 10 meters it has travelled, taken right turn, another 10 meters it has travelled, afterwards it climbed a pole like this, pole will be like this, it is totally 3 dimensional. This is j, you can take 10j plus 10i, this is 10i towards right side, again it is climbing a pole, it is z axis, so this you can take 10k. Now find the magnitude of the vector. Displacement vector is this. Find magnitude, root of 10 square plus 10 square plus 10 square. So this is 3 into 10 square, 10 root 3 will be the answer. So it has travelled a displacement of 10 root 3. It is somewhere here. It has travelled a displacement of 10 root 3. And there is one more example we can solve. There is one question in NCERT textbook based on distance and displacement. Based on distance and displacement, there is one question in NCERT textbook that we can solve. Then you will get a clear idea what is distance and what is displacement. A drunkard moving in a narrow lane. A drunkard moving in a narrow lane takes 5 steps forward, 3 steps backward. A drunkard moving in a narrow lane takes 5 steps forward, 3 steps backward. 3 steps backward. Each step is of 1 meter. Each step is of 1 meter. And time taken for each step is 1 second. Time taken for each step is 1 second. Calculate the time taken by him to fall in a pit. Calculate the time taken by him to fall in a pit which is 13 meters away from him. There is a pit 13 meters away. There is a pit which is 13 meters away from this person. This person is moving 5 steps forward, 3 steps backward. Again he moves 5 steps forward, 3 steps backward, like this. Moves forward and back. There is a pit at a distance of 13 meters from him. What is the time taken for him to fall in this pit? This is the question. Here you will get a clear idea of distance and displacement. So the answer will be, first he takes 5 meters forward, 3 meters backward. Time taken will be 8 seconds. After 8 seconds his displacement is 2 meters. For another 2 meters it will take another 8 seconds. And another 2 meters it will take another 8 seconds. So his displacement is at 6 now. Now another 2 he reaches 8 and he takes 8 seconds, because 8 times he completed. So 8 seconds he will take. Now already he reached 8 meters. Now pit is just 5 meters away. Next time he will take 5 meters, 5 seconds he will take, then he will fall in the pit. So this is the answer. 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 5. That will be the answer. That is 37 seconds. He falls in 37 seconds. The meaning is, he is moving forward and coming back. We are taking only the displacement. How much he has displaced? From 0 to he reached 2. Again from 0 he reached 4. Again 0 to 6. Again 0 to 8. Afterwards, once he take 5, he is inside the pit now. He can't come back. So this is the one of the question which is there in NCERT textbook. It gives the clarity about displacement and distance. Thank you everyone for joining me.